Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, I thought it would be a good opportunity to refresh on some champion training tips so that you are being efficient, because we have all got to get to 9,350 champion training points to keep pace by getting 10 fragments for Mighty Uko. So a good opportunity to look at things like how many XP brews to use on each champion and which star levels to level up and focus on, and just some random general tips so that you can make sure you are getting a refresher course on how to be efficient during this very important event. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now the nice thing about this champion training event is it is taking place during CBC, so at least you can double dip a little bit of your points there. And during CBC, we always want to keep tabs on what is going to be boosted up as 2x. You can see that the Dragon is 2x and Faction Wars is 2x. So you definitely want to be doing the highest Faction Wars stage that you can. If you can clear 21, definitely do that even if it is a lot slower. Unfortunately, there is no 2x bonus on the champion objectives, but we're going to be doing a lot of that to keep pace with the Mighty Uko fragments, obviously. And the first thing I want to talk about is make sure you are not upgrading champions with level 1 food, especially when you're above 4-star, but maybe even 3-star. And we'll pull up a handy little chart here in a little bit. So you can see if I want to level up this Frozen Banshee, or rank up, sorry, this Frozen Banshee to get the champion training points, I should not be using, let me slide myself over here and move myself right here. I should not be using level 1 champions like this. Because what I can do is take those, take these level 1 champions and very easily and efficiently get lots of champion training points by leveling them up, either by doing a run or two in the campaign quick or by using some XP brews. And that means a perfect opportunity to pull up the brews used versus points chart. And this is going to show us a few different things. So right here, you're seeing how many points you are getting per XP brew that you spend. And the reason that it ends up showing like this is like you have a 1-star champion. If you use 1 brew right here, you're going to get 8 levels. You're going to level up from level 1 to level 9, and then your next brew will give you the 1 more level needed to get to level 10. So you start at level 9, you're going to need 10 level ups. So because you start at level 1, you're going to need the 9 level ups: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need those 9 level ups, and that is going to be represented right here in the brews that you got on the way there. So all in all, I would say that if you're getting somewhere around like 10 to 12 points per brew, it's pretty decently efficient. So you can see you definitely don't want to use a rank 1 on your or a level 1 on your 3-stars and 4-stars, because see right here how many points you get at level 1 all the way past 3-star. You're getting 18, 24, 48, and 56. So definitely, I would say, let me clear this, I would say you probably want to use like 2 brews on your level 1 3-stars. And I'd say it's easy to remember, like 4 on 4-stars. Yeah, you're getting 9. That's not too bad. But then look at this on your 5-stars. I would go all the way down to 8 on your 5-stars and probably 10. So yeah, that's decent. That's decently easy to remember. Throw a couple on your 3-stars, 4 on your 4-stars, 8 on your 5-stars, and then 10 on your 6-stars. I think that's pretty efficient brew management, because we definitely want to be getting every point that we can when we have to get like 9 or 10,000 points in an event. So what I would do is apply this to each of the champions on my account. Remember, we would go through our 3-stars and we would use 2 brews real quick on our 3-stars. Now it's showing me tournament points, which is different than the event points. What we need is the 9,350 or whatever on the champion training event, because we've got CVC and stuff going on. Sometimes that can be a little bit confusing. I wish they would break that down a little bit better for you and pull up exactly what it is contributing to. But anyway, I would go through my 3-stars and spend 2 brews on each one of them. And then I would go through to my 4 stars and spend 4 brews on each one of them. By the way, double click on this to get you back to the top and be able to spend our 4 brews real quick. We go pop, 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 and bang, there is a bunch of points. We back out, and then we go back to our 4 stars, and we would just go through and do this on all of these champions. And when you select them, you're going to be down here in the wash. Instead of scrolling all the way up, just double click on this sort like that, and you'll be right back to the XP brews. And then we put 4 in, and bang. And definitely, if you have any 5 or 6 star champions laying around that are level 1, like I just summoned this Astralon during the last weekend's events when I was pulling for fragments for Uko, you definitely want to pump 8 XP brews into each one of your level 1 5 stars, and you would want to put like 10 into each one of your level 1 6 stars. So bang, there we go, getting a few levels, and then you back out and you should have a bunch of points on your champion training. I already had a little bit, but right there, I just got like 500 points probably just by going through and upgrading some champions with XP brews. And maybe you don't have a lot of XP brews, so you haven't been saving them up or playing for a super long time, so you don't have as many XP brews as me. You can do the same thing by running in the campaign. So like take a bunch of your level 1 4 stars and just do 1 or 2 campaign runs. And you do actually get a little bit more XP per energy spent if you do 12-6 Nightmare compared to 12-3 Brutal, but you do get a lot more silver per energy spent in 12-3 Brutal. And ideally, obviously, you're going to want to make sure you get the XP boost live during an event like this. You can see that mine is going to be ending pretty soon here by the end of the day. So if you're in that situation, you would want to see if there's anywhere you can go to earn one of these XP boosts, and boom, right here in the Artifact Enhancement event, if I go just a little bit further, I am going to unlock the XP boost right there that I can take advantage of, and I'm going to need to do that anyway for the 4,000 points that I need to get for the Mighty Uko Fragment event. So yeah, if you don't have any XP brews or anything, you're going to have to do it the old school way. You're going to have to dive into the campaign and get after it by leveling up a bunch of champions, and make sure you're prioritizing your energy on leveling up those 3 stars and 4 stars and 5 stars so you can get to a point where getting the levels is a massive amount of points for you, and you can quickly stack up those points for champion training. You can see here, my Herndig is able to blast through 18 seconds on a Nightmare, and if you want to see the build on my Herndig for building a Nightmare campaign farmer, I can pull him up and show you real quick. So right here, and then I'll show you the total stats, and I'll put myself away if you want to see what an 18-second campaign farmer for Herndig looks like. Obviously, you need the 100% crit rate, enough speed to get 2 turns in. I think it's like 205, 207, something like that, to get 2 turns in before your opponents will go, and then enough attack and crit damage and everything to do well versus the waves. And you should be able to build Herndig to do somewhere between like 15 and 20 seconds if you've got some pretty good gear on your account and you have Herndig ready to go. And just to show the whole thing, I will pop up the Masteries right here for you, is what I'm using on my Nightmare campaign farmer in Herndig. So yeah, go through your Master Vault and your Reserve Vault and look for some of those 4-star, 5-star, 6-star champions that you have around that are level 1. And it's also a good opportunity to remind you to save those champions. Don't just randomly level up champions. You need to keep in your mind that someday in the future, you're going to be wanting to get points or get progress in a champion training tournament or event. So when you've got level 1 5 stars or level 6 stars, maybe don't build them until you have to, until it makes sense and you can have those points in your back pocket ready to deploy them whenever a situation like this comes up. And again, to remind you on how many brews to use per rank of champion, I would recommend using 2 on 3 stars, 4 on 4 stars, 8 on 5 stars, and 10 on 6 stars in order to spend your brews efficiently. So just a quick fun one here to get a refresher course out there on a champion training, because it's going to be super important to do this effectively over the next few days so that we are not missing out on Mighty Uko. But let me know what pro tips you have, what input you have down below. Really enjoy your input on videos like this as well, and good luck in your champion training for Mighty Uko. I will see you soon in the next video. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy Raid Shadow Legends content. Thanks for watching. Peace.